going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Haynesy coming back for another video, and today we are here for round 7 tips of the 2024 NRL Telstra Premiership season. Now, last week we took on Z-Tank and Haynesy got the double tight in the end. There was some really close games. Probably the Broncos game against the Dolphins that got me over the line, but really appreciate Z-Tank for coming on. Haynesy extended his lead back to 11. It's going to be a big task this week to take on this next guest, which is the GOAT of tipping. So I'm going to be up for it, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new around here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Haynesy_YT. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Without further ado, let's introduce our new guest and let's get into our prediction. First game on Thursday night is between my boys, the Sydney Roosters, and the Melbourne Storm at Allianz Stadium. The Roosters back to winning ways in a gutsy performance against Newcastle, while the Melbourne Storm left it late yet again against the Bulldogs, but they did get the 2 points. It's the first meeting at the new Allianz Stadium. It's been 3 weeks since my last game at a game for the Roosters. It's been a long time coming. I know it's only been 3 weeks, but I'm excited to be back. Obviously, regardless on how we're playing, I'm backing my boys in. I'm going the Roosters 1-12. Anytime try scorer. He's in some good form lately. I'm going my boy Toops, Daniel Tupou. He's scoring anytime. Let's introduce our new guest for round number 7. Let's say good day to it.
All right, Haynesy, I will give you my try scorers and margins for the next 8 games. Let's see how the stats go against you. I know the first one's going to be against you because I am tipping the Storm 1-12 against the Roosters, and I've got Xavier Coates as my try scorer of the Storm. They've won all 4 Thursday night games against the Roosters, and Xavier Coates, he scored a hat-trick in both games against the Roosters in his last 2.
Friday night football from the Golden Win Stadium. It is the Dragons taking on the Warriors. Dragons, they were good against the Tigers. Really good win there for the Dragons. The Warriors, they had a draw. They had a draw against the Manly Seagulls. I'm pretty sure it's the first draw for the Warriors since 2019 against the Broncos, which I was at that game. But Manly having their second draw in 2 years or something like that. Yeah, it was good footy from both of these teams. Dragons have a good record in Wollongong against the Warriors. Yeah, this is a tough one. Obviously, Lomax has departed. He's gone to the Eels next year. It's going to be interesting to see how that lays out. I'm going to tip the Wars. They're playing 2 better footy. It's I think the Wars got the momentum at the moment. They win 1-12. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak, anytime try scorer.
Then we move on to Friday night, and we got the Dragons and the Wars. I'm taking the Wars 1-12. They don't have a good record in Wollongong. They've only won 2 of their 12 matches there. For try scorers, though, I do like Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. He has scored 6 tries in his last 4 games against the Red V. With Charnsey playing, he has scored 14 tries in his last 10 games.
Second game on Friday night sees us at TIO Stadium in Darwin. It is the Parramatta Eels taking on the Dolphins. I'm going to tip the Eels in this one. I think Eels 1-12 in a tight game. Eels 1-12 and anytime try scorer. I'm going to go with... I'll go with Dylan Brown, a little bit of a roughie there.
We go on to the Eels and the Dolphins. I don't mind the Eels 1-12 here again. Once again, hot steaming night in Darwin. The Eels don't fare well up there at TIO Stadium. They've only won 1 of their last 4 games against top 8 opposition at the venue. For try scorers, I'm taking a Finns try scorer, Jermaine Sarko. He scored in all 4 games that the Hammer hasn't played in for the Finns.
First game on Super Saturday sees the Panthers taking on the West Tigers at Bathurst. This time last year, around about the same time, the Tigers in Bathurst beat the Premiers. They didn't have the best result last week against the Dragons at Campbelltown, but they got Galvin back. They're pretty much full strength. I give them every chance to win, but I think Penrith will win this one. They're coming off the bye after their loss to the Manly Seagulls, so I am going to tip Penrith 1-12 though, because I think the Tigers will put up a massive fight to the Premiers. 1-12. And I'm going to go with Taruva anytime try scorer.
And on Saturday, we've got the Panthers and the Tigers at Bathurst. I'm taking the Panthers here. It's usually an unders game. The last 11 games between these two teams have gone unders. Penrith have won 19 of their last 20 day games. I reckon they win 1-12 here against the Tigs. For try scorers, though, I'm going to take a Tigers try scorer. Stefano Utoikamanu, the front rower. The Panthers, they're leaking 22% of their tries through the middle. And Utoikamanu, he scored in 2 of his last 3 games against Penrith.
The second game on Saturday sees the Gold Coast Titans take on the Manly Seagulls at Seabar Super Stadium. It's hard to ignore no Jaden Campbell at fullback, so it's hard to ignore that. So I have to go Manly 1-12 here. I would love to tip the Titans because it's a game that they can win, but without Jaden Campbell, I can't see anything out of this game apart from a Manly win. Manly 1-12 anytime try scorer, Tom Trbojevic.
You've got on Saturday afternoon that 5:30 game, the Titans and the Seagulls. I'm going to take Manly 1-12. Once again, awful record against the Titans. They have only won 3 of their 9 games as the underdog. Desi has a 71% win record against the Titans. Against Manly teams as well. 10 wins in 14 games. So I think Manly do get the job done, but it'll be tighter than you think. For try scorers in this one, Ruben Garrick has scored in 6 of his last 7 games against the Titans, so got to take him. He's coming up against that weak edge of the Titans' left edge defense, so give me the snack.
Final game on Super Saturday sees the Brisbane Broncos take on the Canberra Raiders at Suncorp Stadium. Probably going to have to go to Broncos here 1-12 in a tough game. Really low scoring. Tight affair. Broncos get home. Reece Walsh anytime try scorer. It's hard to ignore the bloke at this time.
The Broncos and the Raiders. I'm going to take the Broncos 1-12. Every Saturday night game between the Broncos and the Raiders at Suncorp has been decided by 1-12 points. The Broncos, they've only lost twice to the Raiders at Suncorp since 2005. So Broncos 1-12, nice and easy. For try scorers, Selwyn Cobbo has a 100% try scoring rate, scoring in all 3 games against the Raiders. So give me Cobbo and the Broncos 1-12.
Sunday ticket from Accor Stadium sees the Bulldogs take on the Knights. This time, last time they met at Accor Stadium, Newcastle won 66-0. This is a tough one. I'm actually going to tip the Bulldogs. You know why? Because they're playing good enough footy, and I just feel like a win's coming for them. Bulldogs 1-12, anytime try scorer, Matt Burton. What do you think, Winston? Did you like that?
We've got the Dogs and the Knights. I really like the Knights here. Don't know why it is so tight in the odds. Knights 13+. I'm taking Braddy Best as a try scorer here. Now, Bradman here scored in his last 4 games against the Dogs. He's also scored 6 tries in 4 games at Accor Stadium.
The final game of round number 7 sees the Cronulla Sharks take on the North Queensland Cowboys at Shark Park, PointsBet Stadium, whatever you want to call it. But they're back in Sydney this week to take on the Sharks, PointsBet Stadium. Rando's not going to like this tip. Sharks 13+ because they're at home, and Cowboys have a terrible record at Shark Park, so I'm going Sharks 13+. Anytime try scorer. He keeps doing it for me, so sue Ronaldo Mulatalo.
Finish the Sharks and the Cowboys. The Sharks, they have a great record against the Cowboys. I reckon they get the job done 1-12 here. They've won 10 of their last 11 games against them. The Cowboys, they've lost their last 6 games against first place teams away from home. For try scorers for this one, I'm going to take Nicho Hynes here to score his first try of the season. He's scored in his last 2 games against the Cowboys. And the channel that he usually roams around on that left side or middle, that's where the Cowboys are conceding 70% of their tries. So it just looks like a good matchup there for Nicho Hynes. So those are my tips and try scorers and margins for this week. All the best. Hopefully the stats get up and we got an 8 out of 8 week. Let's not be too ambitious though. We'll see how it goes. Thanks, Haynesy, again for having me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our round 7 tips of the 2024 NRL Telstra Premiership season. I'd like to thank Rando, Random Stats Guy, for coming on. Absolute pleasure. Great bloke. My Clive Churchill medalist, my halfback, my gaffer. Really appreciate Rando for coming on. Links in the description for all his social media. He just hit 30,000 on Instagram the other day, so congrats to you, Rando. Thank you really much for your time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. If you're new around here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and Haynesy_IT. We're closing in on 2K subscribers on YouTube, so thank you very much for your continued support onto the channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys, And I'll see you guys out there on Thursday night. Roosters Storm at Allianz Stadium. We're back. The vlogs are back. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, it's goodbye for now.